Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Morph Girl. We're approaching her right now, and we're going to reject her this time. We're going to say, no. You're going to kill us very, very slowly. So what we're going to do is we're going to be like, that's the move we're going to do now. I ran away from the thing that claimed to be Rebecca and didn't look back. Telling no one, I fled to the other side of the country to get away from what I saw that night. Moved into an affordable home inside a rural town in the countryside, a place where I thought I might be safe. But it didn't end there. Hmm. Okay. Does it follow around outside? Rebecca didn't seem to be convinced of my rejection and would not relent in its advances. I couldn't go on living like this. It would follow me to my last. It would follow me to my last breath. Okay, well, I guess that answers the question about if it follows outside. You see, this would be the ending where I would expect the story of her walking through a lake. The achievement says, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Swimming, swimming, swimming. I think this is the way the song goes. Well, I was expecting to go further than that. Wow. So if you get to that point, it's dead end. Really? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Let's grab the knife. That's the only other option that we've got. I thought this game would be. This game may not be as much to it as I thought. I thought it would be maybe like a good 4 or 5 episodes long. But yeah. Okay, now here's a question. I guess accept and reject is going to be the same endings. I'm assuming. It stabbed the crap out of it. Okay. And that was the end of that. What? them individually. She knew they looked the same, but it didn't mean they wanted to be treated the same. She identified her first little girl as the most confident. She had pointed and shown distress and resistance. Her first boy was attentive. He very occasionally would do something that his siblings would not. The twin girls were affectionate. They often stood close to one another, skin touching, though one was always the first to move closer and when they briefly separated. The smallest boy was sweet. The way he looked at her, up at her, melted her heart a little. She smiled at them, and all in silence. She suddenly didn't care for work. They would only send her home. Jane found herself reluctant to leave the house at all. Finally, she stood and began collecting away the dishes. You can go sit in there now, she spoke lightly. They filed out of the room after her and gathered in the entrance to the living room, waiting for her. She disappeared from their side, and she noted that they stayed in the room as she told them to. Jane allowed herself to smile a little. She never thought she'd become content. There was still fear, but it no longer gripped her. She was free. Jane returned to her children. They were gathered by the fireplace. She had lit the fire when they had first descended the stairs together. It warmed the room nicely, but they were standing too close. Their eyes were immediately on her as she entered the room, following her. Come away from the fire, she beckoned them over. They did as she said. You don't want to burn yourself. Come with us, they all spoke together. It startled her. It was the first they'd spoken outside of her bedroom. Jane swallowed down her fear and clasped her shaking hands together. I'll come with you if you tell me where. Their heads all snapped to the fireplace and began filing one by one over to it. Come with us, they spoke again. Jane parted her lips to warn them of the fire once more. It was met with horror as the twin girls both climbed into the flames. Come with us, the duo spoke at her, returning their gazes as they crouched in the burning heat. No, Jane screamed at them. She pulled the remaining three of them away from the fire. They looked at her with bland faces. You'll burn. Jane tried to reach for the twins. It burned at her hands and her arms, but she continued to tug at them. Her heartbeat was loud in her ears. Her frantic movements were no use. The children only seemed to burn, their skin growing red and blistering. The dresses they wore were slowly eaten by the flames. Their hair also began to fall in locks. Jane dropped to her knees at the fireplace. She held out her raw hands. They didn't speak. They didn't scream. They just melted away right in front of her. Jane couldn't stop the tears that silently snaked down her cheeks. Well, now we see why her, in the last episode, why her hands were burnt. This is but got the achievement stagnant. Really? Okay, so how far back do I need to go? Or some of this. This might be the last episode of this game. Oh yeah, that's right. I feel like maybe there's an achievement. Maybe there's an ending for just ignoring it. Don't go in the kitchen. Don't call anybody. And then don't answer. Stay calm. Whoever's doing this is likely responsible for everything that's happened. This is just some terrible joke. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That was the same. Okay, that happened the same. Wonder if you can skip through some of these. Escape. Yeah, I'm not seeing. It don't look like you can escape. Enter. Actually, now I think about it, it might be that the endings, the things you select in these might be something different. Might make it different. She's on life support. Hmm. Let's actually see what happens if we do this. I pulled Rebecca's life support. Rebecca flatlines less than a minute later. It's what she wanted, but it isn't what I wanted. If I were to refuse, she would only spend her remaining days in agony, waiting to die. There was so much I wanted to say, so much I should have said to her. Our friends, her family, they never even got to say goodbye. I took that from them. I panicked, and now she's gone. You killed her. Well, it doesn't make you feel good no matter what you choose. I still say that that was the wrong decision. Absolutely wrong decision. I do wish you could skip some of these. If you've seen it, you know, if they could, I don't know if it's in the programming of the Toronto novel, whatever the program is called. I don't know what it's called. Uh, but whatever it's called, I don't know if we can program that and like the cutscene type stuff, but it would be nice. Though I do get that you might not want to, because that you might accidentally skip something, you know. But if they could make it to where, hey, I've seen this before, you know. Let me actually look at the notebook and see if it says anything different. The diary, because it was going by each choice, so. Although I'm very sure that it'd be weird if there was something in the last one. It said you let me suffer last time. You murdered me. Well, can't make up her mind. Ooh, it got achievement, Diary of the Dead. Huh. Okay, so maybe that means I triggered something different, you know. Meanwhile, obviously I triggered something different. But let's see if it'll trigger a different ending. I do feel like there's probably an ending where you just ignored the ghost. Okay, so well, I get different options. One thing I could try is getting the knife and then hitting itself and see if it does something different. I'll save there again. Now let's go in. I guess I probably at this point should look up a guide and see how complicated the other endings are. Let's do a self and see if it does anything different. Since we did the life support thing, it wasn't Rebecca. identical. So that's all the same. What else does this Morph Girl do? Uh, you know, in this part. Okay, this seems like it's all the same so far. So here's a question: can other people see it? In the rejection episode, or in the rejection ending, it actually follows her outside. But she was saying somebody it being secretive, having to keep things secretive, so, like she can't make friends, I guess if they ever invited back, came back to her house, they would see this girl in a bath towel. So okay, that's still the same. Okay, yeah, I think this is just the same. Hmm. This same thing there. Yeah, this is all the same. Hmm. 11 months later. Yeah. Hmm. I'm pulling up the Steam page. Community guides. 100% achievement guide. Okay. I have to watch the entire movie of The Brain That Wouldn't Die. So that'll be interesting. I'll do that. Hmm. The true end. Uncover the true end to Elana's story. You'll get this when you finish every single ending. When you've completed 5 endings, just start a new game and that's it. Moving on from Rebecca's death. Hmm. Okay, so I did the good playthrough. Okay. Huh. So when you have completed 5 innings, just start a new game and that's it. Okay, so it looks like we need to do. Okay, it looks like we need to play through it again and ignore. Where did the. Yeah, okay, that's that. Somebody, the bath plug, should I go in? Okay, no. I need to go. I must go back further. Okay. Okay, we'll do this. We're gonna do this. Well, error? What? The game crashed. Okay. Well, starting up a new game. Starting it up again. Okay, I just hit play. I won't load like that save at the beginning. I don't know if that's what it was that did it. But... Okay, we're gonna see all the endings, but I gotta replay through a lot of it. I'll keep you guys here in case there's anything really interesting, something fairly interesting. Wait, what? I hit new game, didn't I? No. I hit play. Dadgummit. Oh, no. Okay, that's how it began. Okay, never mind. Okay, forget it. Forget I said anything. Did it begin with that the last time? Now I'm paranoid. Elana Pierce, yeah, blah. Let me get the guide pulled up. So we don't have to like read the stories now, except for the part that we haven't read. We missed the part of the come with the story where two of the children, the twins, and I think the little kid, the smallest one, showed up. And we'll see the other options like Liza, Rebecca, and stuff like that. Shouldn't take too long to get through it though. So yeah, it's. I'm wondering if if this Morph Girl is actually a ghost, a spirit, or kind of like an alien type creature. I mean, the fact that she takes on the takes on the characteristics of someone that you know and love. It makes it see more than just spiritual, or well, maybe it does make it more spiritual. I don't know. Or what if it's all in her head? This makes me wonder what she died of. It didn't really say what she died of. It said I died 11 months later in the ending where she died from accepting it. Thank you, Bubbles, for keeping this YouTube safe. I didn't mention that before, but I'm very glad for the Bubbles. Thank you, Bubbles. Well, we actually get to see some pictures of in the photo album. It actually has pictures. Okay. So in this one, I need to say lie to her. Mm-hmm. So we didn't go traveling last time. So, okay. So it looks like this is so it looks like from the options here, it seems like this is going with stuff that Rebecca wanted. Okay. I tell Rebecca that we can go wherever she wants. I say we can afford it. When she gets better, we will go traveling, but right now she needs something to look forward to. Anything to be happy about. Rebecca is initially enthusiastic, talking incessantly, discussing where and when we might go. Eventually she stops. Weeks go by. We don't go anywhere. She realizes that we can't actually afford it, that I wouldn't let her go if we could. She realizes that I lied to her. I never see her happy again. Wow. Well, Seems like there's no happy options in this game. Okay. Yeah, I do think this game really could use a skill option. I'm trying to see. Let me see if I got the stagnant achievement. I think I did. I'm trying to see what endings I did. Okay, I did get stagnant. That is the achievement, or the ending that I got. Okay. Okay, talking about the writing. Uh, Tell her that you won't. Really? So I did the complete opposite. Wow, I'm actually surprised I got the good playthrough. I reserve myself and tell Rebecca that I don't want to read her writing. We have other things to worry about, and I don't want us to argue over this anymore. Her face drops. Okay, her writing never comes up again. My heart sinks. Her diary will be interesting to read too, so we'll check that out since we made completely different options here or different choices here. My nose is itching. Oh, actually, it says uh, in the living room scene. Uh, just interact with TV at exit. Really? Thank you, Bubbles. Got nothing wrong. I got nothing against seeing boobs, but again, thank you, Bubbles, for keeping this YouTube friendly and safe. Was that water? Was that her tears that I saw there? And then you see the dripping of the blood. Okay, so let her go. So this one will actually be different. I mean, this one will actually be the same. I like how these options are like, except for this one. Uh, Most of them are like, "Hey, we did what she wanted, but then she didn't actually want it." Okay, so I think the bathroom should be next. Okay, so here's where it starts getting different. Is there something on the bathtub? I'm not gonna worry about saving it. Back plug, no. Whatever. We don't need to investigate. Eh. Okay, I actually didn't look better. That's a chair with the dog face on it. I know what's in the bathroom. Whatever it is, I need to forget about it. I can't be thinking about this right now. Not this week. I have some time before I leave for work. Okay. Also, yeah, did I mention? I wonder if this is in her mind too. So it says just interact with TV and exit. Don't interact with anything else. You know, I might have to save it just to TV.
Let me die.
And next. Okay. Then it says interact with TV and nothing else. And exit. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this isn't too boring. I know that that a lot of YouTubers would probably edit, do a lot more editing on this, but figure might give you what a lot of other YouTubers would give you, and when I could give you something different. Is this a phone call scene? Oh no. That's okay. That is the next one. That is the next one. Okay. Okay. Do not is don't call. Gotcha. Yeah. I have a terrible memory. I'm having trouble remembering this, even though I saw a lot of this stuff like an hour or two ago. Honestly, though, that would suck to have to keep that for 3 days, though. They never in the other part of it, they didn't show where the colony was like, nah, we're good. We don't need it. We don't need anybody to come fix it. So do not call. It just made me think. The ending that we're getting is move on from Rebecca's death, which makes me really wonder if this really is all in her head, because she's not acknowledging any of the weird ghost stuff, you know. So makes me wonder if that is what it is, Although if it's all in her head, then that part is interesting because she wasn't looking at that door, Okay, convince Rebecca is the next option I need to do. So we're convincing her to move to another place. I tell Rebecca that it isn't her decision to make. I'm the one working to pay for our rent. She chose this house. It's my turn. Rebecca reluctantly agrees. She doesn't speak to me for hours. Until we get an urgent call about the test result, we drive to the hospital in silence. Okay, not good news. Yeah. So okay, so they didn't know that she was dying until then. Okay. Okay, the scenes there are actually really in order. I was thinking they were out of order, but they're not. I don't know why I was thinking they were out of order. Okay, now for the kitchen, we choose leave. So I see that I feel like this is a bad playthrough because you're doing the boring stuff. You're like, I don't care. Now, when it gets to the end, I do feel like I need to save it because there is. Oh, okay, my bad. This guy that I'm following is a little confusing. Although, actually, now that I'm reading it, I think it's a little less confusing than I thought. Yeah, we don't need to hear what they have to say. Eh, who cares? I do like how it does cut to the ghost like hanging up, like, oh, I'm sad. I'm hanging up sadly. Oh. By the way, I like how she has. I like how she has a wired phone when even even me with the less than tech savviness actually has a cordless phone. I'm pretty sure that now I'm paranoid whether I remember it right. I think that phone was had a cord on it. Okay, in this room, let's save. Oh, actually. Oh, okay, this one says do it. Oh, yeah, kill her. Okay. So in this instance, we do take her off life support. If you do that with it, I mean, here's a question. And you see it happen in movies and TV shows, every now and then. What happens if you really did take somebody off life support? I would think that'd be considered as murder, kind of. Especially if you didn't consult a doctor or nurse. Like, hey, she wants you would think that maybe you could ask them for you to be able to do it, but yeah, you would think that you would need to like have a professional like flip the switch. And they did resist the urge to have anything under the bed. I'm a little surprised at that, actually.
I wish I knew. You know, I was beginning to think Lem was telling the truth in Walter's store. He did see something that night. Something that had intelligence enough to seek him out and destroy him later.
Sawyer claims to have killed the thing he saw, put a half a dozen rifle bullets into it. I've seen that old 44-40 used nothing to live up to the...
Okay, so let's save the game here. I'm supposed to interact with the table. Just click on the table and exit the scene. Okay. That's all it said to do. Then it says, for the confrontation with Rebecca, first choose go in or knife, and then reject. So I guess we don't have to. I guess we don't have to get the knife. We just go in there and then reject. And let me, I saved it there, so. Okay. You have multiple options here. That's what's confusing. So go in and then knife. I mean, then go in and then reject. So we go reject here. And it should be different. If the guide actually did right. If I followed it right. Ran away from the thing and didn't look back, and that was the end of it. All of it. Okay, cool. What you gonna do? Chunk the notebook in the river or lake there? Moved to the other side of the country to get away from the thing that broke into my house that night. To move on from Rebecca's death, I went on to publish Rebecca's collection of short horror stories in her stead. Okay, that's cool. I was thinking that would be nice if that happened, just like she always wanted. So okay, good. She's not gonna chunk it in the river. I never did see Rebecca again. I'm glad. The Rebecca that I loved is gone, but I'll never let her be forgotten. Her stories are so good. Everybody seems to think so. They're doing really well, and so am I. So the happy ending is really the boring ending. We're like, I don't need to go in and see what the ghost is doing in the bathroom. I don't need to go, do whatever. Don't answer the phone and hear the creepy thing. Okay. This is the bad, but the funny thing is, this is the bad playthrough. According to, well, that's what the author of this guide on Steam says, so I find that really funny. She lives happily ever after. Her dead wife has her dream done for her post-mortem. Bad ending. Okay, so we get the knife and then go a set. Oh, no. We can choose knife or go in and accept. The important thing is accept. Okay. Oh well. So we don't hit knife, we hit reject. This could be interesting. An interesting ending considering the name of the achievement. It's going to kind of give it away. Kind of giving it away, you know. For me, I'll keep it a surprise for y'all. And we hit reject. No. We hit accept. Oh crap! I was about to get the same ending again. Like an idiot. Okay, so we go accept. Whatever Rebecca was, it was not convinced of my affections for it. It could sense the hesitation in my every action. It could not accept me, and I'm sure I could not have accepted it either. I subsequently throttled to death for my uncertainty. It's over now. Okay. Yeah, the achievement said failed to survive Saturday morning. So yeah, I knew that. I was like, yeah, we're gonna die here. Okay, so what's the true ending then? Now it says here, uh, you'll get this when you finish every single ending. When you have completed 5 endings, just start a new game and that's it. So this should be it. Oh. This looks like the same ending as hmm. Hmm. Morph Girl does not also. Oh, just invisible is. Okay, so I guess the good ending to me was the was the proper ending. Okay. Now I only got 2 achievements left, so and it's for the yeah, for the 2 movies. So okay, well, besides watching movies, we've experienced everything there is to the game. Which, like I said, we're not going to be watching the movies. Hmm. Okay. Well, I like the game. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. I mean, when uh when I saw like the screenshots, I was thinking The Ring and The Grudge. Movies like that, and those movies, they like, I mentioned about how The Ring, spooked me some, and The Grudge, it spooked me out too. I think there was a part where you like look under the covers and there's like a little kid there, like that's a creepy thought to me. Yeah, it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. Which, I mean, honestly, I'm not overly complaining. But yeah, I liked it though. It's pretty cool, pretty cool little game. Um, I still don't know whether it was like a spirit or like just some entity, you know, like maybe from another dimension. Um, or what, you know, Morph Girl could be. But yeah, do we didn't we never did see the that the never did show the uh, that one page of the or those 2 pages of that story. Oh well. Uh, but anyway, yeah, I liked it. We don't have a lot to say. I could have said a lot of my thoughts during this video while we were getting the different endings. So, so yeah, as yeah, throughout this episode, I've kind of been telling my thoughts of the game as I've you know, as I was going through it again. So anyway, yeah, the link will be down in the description below to get if you want to check the game out for yourself. Consider this a full walkthrough. If you want to get all the achievements, the only thing you have to do for the last 2 achievements is watch 2 movies: Attack of the Giant Leeches and The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I think was the name of it. So yeah, which I'll be watching those movies today or tomorrow sometime. But anyway, that is going to be it. I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Play here. If you did, leave a like on the video, and you can subscribe, and I will be doing another Let's Play similar-ish to this. You know, I'm trying to play spooky games for Halloween, and when I was looking through Steam, I saw that I already owned an interesting FMV game called the Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. So if that doesn't have any issues, that'll be the next game I let's play. And it's not I don't think it's supernatural. It's just, you know, you play a psychiatrist and there's been a murder and you're questioning these different people, and it was listed under FMV horror. I think it was listed under horror. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be playing next. It's close enough to horror, and I was like, oh, this sounds cool. I really want to play it because you actually type in the questions. I was like, type in, do I smell like butt? And I guess there'll be an answer to that. They probably won't be able to be that specific, but you know, seemed like a really cool idea for a game. And I guess I bought it in a bundle somewhere down the line. So yeah, that'll be the next Let's Play, unless there's any issues with recording it or something like that. So yeah, look forward to that if you wish. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next game. Later there, folks.